What's up, everybody? SavageHunter here with another mail day. We got more cards coming here for my vintage cube I make live. I do follow the vintage cube that's on MTGO, and they update it again. I know they keep updating a lot, but this time it is the holiday season, the main one, the main event that everybody kind of clamors to, so it should be a good one. Pretty excited about it. Today's video is always sponsored by Ironguard Supplies. Ironguard Supplies makes sleeves, top loaders, binders. I love them. They have these fancy little things to hold, you know, nice. Your card's super nice, magnetic, if you'd like. But Ironguard Supplies, always awesome. Thank you for sponsoring our videos. And let's go. We got us our 2 packages today for the new vintage cube. Math is for blockers. Nice. Thanks, Card Kingdom. All right. We're just going to start from the top. Maybe we grab both of them out. We'll grab both of them out here. Get everything out and ready for us. All right. Bam. All right, we'll go one at a time and just talk about. Finally got the Mystical Tutor. That's old border retro from Dominaria remastered. So that's nice. How I like to build the cube is old border foils if I can. Unstable Slasher. It's a newish one. This one's not what I want. For 3 mana, 2/3 Death Touch. But when he deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. Could be pretty nice as like an aggro thing. And then he just keeps coming back as this Death Touch blocker. It's nice. Let's put black here. Overlord of the Mistmoors. I wanted to get like the original art and then extended if there isn't a retro border. This Overlord seems like the most busted in my opinion, but you create 2/1 flying insect creatures tokens whenever he attacks and enters. Then we got Enduring Innocence. This seems pretty good. 3 mana, whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. Triggers only once a turn. So we've seen that ability before. We know it's really strong, but it's a Glimmer, which the Enduring Innocent, when it dies, it returns back as an enchantment. So it just always sticks around. Finally got my hands on an old school border Solitude. So this is the final old school border evoke elementals I needed. So now it's all perfectly aligned. Bargoyf has been insane. If you haven't played with this, 3 mana, Death Touch, Lifelink, Star. Its power is equal to the number of card types among all graveyards, so that's always important, all graveyards. And then when he deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards and then return a creature card from among them to your hand. So it's card draw. This thing gets huge. Lifelink. It's pretty insane. Ocelot Pride. All right, this has been breaking modern, all sorts of stuff, but we got the old school foil. Definitely splurged a little bit. Definitely curled a bit, but we'll flatten it out. Don't worry. Gotta love this card. The Cat. Get that bad boy sleeved up. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. Archfiend of the Dross. It plays better than it reads. 4 mana, 6/6, flying. When it enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters, and at the beginning of your upkeep, remove one of them. Then if it has no oil counters, you lose the game. Then whenever a creature an opponent control dies, its controller loses 2 life. Basically, this is a 4 mana 6/6 flying, and then you just got to beat them down before they die. It's pretty insane. Won the standard tournament, Worlds tournament this year. Brazen Bower. This time we got the special guest version. Now it's full art, foil. It's not the original art, but it is a full art foil version of it, so we got to get fancy with it. Virtue of Loyalty. Finally just pulled the trigger on this one. It's a bit expensive because it's played in standard. But for 2 mana, go on adventure, create a 2/2, and then eventually you get the 5. Beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and untap them. So it just snowballs and keeps going. Pretty good card. Council's Judgment. I was kind of debating between these. Do I want the original art? Do I want the full art foil? I think I just wanted the full art foils in the end. I'll get used to this new new type of artwork. Kind of the same with the Brazen Bower. Exercise, pretty decent. 2 mana, sorcery speed, exile an artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. The exile is a big part of it, so that's why we're playing a sorcery speed removal spell, but it hits everything, so. Enduring Curiosity. Here's another winner of the World Championship. Crazy card, probably the best Glimmer. 4 mana, 4/3, flash. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So you just go wide, keep drawing, and then if it dies, right, the Glimmer comes back as an enchantment. Pretty insane. Kiora, the Rising Tide. 3 mana. Thing on it. There we go. 3/2. When it enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Then if you have Threshold, if you attack with it, 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you create 8/8 octopus. But this can also fit into like Reanimator for discarding, binning big stuff, so that's sweet. Ooh, this is a hit. The old school Factor Fiction from Evasion foil. And foils were hard to get back in that day. So that's awesome. I love the old art, that's why we had to go with it. Blade of Uni seems a little out of place, but I kind of been liking it. 2 mana, 1 in a black, for a 3/1 reconfigured type creature, so it's already a creature. It's a 3/1 menace for 2, but then when you equip it for 4, the creature's base power and toughness is 5/5. It has menace and is in a demon to its additional other colors and types. So that's pretty sweet. Archangel of Elspeth. It's an alright card. What I remember most of this is going to MagicCon in Chicago, and they had the winner for the person who dressed up as this one. It was pretty sweet. Her costume was sick. Definitely very extravagant. Witch Enchanter is one of these MFDCs, so it's a land that you can pay 3 life to have it enter in untapped, which is always nice. But then you can pay 4 mana for 2/2, enters battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. Very nice having like your lands be also spells at some points. Brain Surge, something they're trying out. 3 mana, draw 4 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Pretty decent, but old school border, foil. Nethergoyf, hey, this is a sick one. 1 mana, star, power and toughness, equal card talks amongst your graveyard though. So you gotta remember that. And then it has escape though, so this can get pretty big. It'd be like a 5/6 at some points for 1 mana, and then later on you could escape it. Pretty insane. The Caustic Bronco, this card's nice. It's the Bob, but only when he attacks. Reveal the top card of your library, put that in your hand, you lose life equal to its mana value. And then if you saddle it, the opponent loses that life actually. So that's always nice. Eagles got a foil, so now it's got plane cycling. Always good. The Skirtron Squadron. 2 mana, 2/2, squad 3, so as additional cost to cast the spell, you may pay 3 any number of times. When that creature enters the battlefield, create that many tokens that are copies of this guy. So 2/2 vigilance, but each token enters the battlefield under your control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So it could be a 5 mana, 2/2 vigilance, and a 3/3 vigilance. Got the old border foil Path to Exile, just beautiful. Love it. Inquisition of Kozilek. might need to get the full art of this. That's where I was also internally debating, do I want the original art or do I want the full art, new art? And looks like I went with the original art this time. Sheoldred's Edict has been pretty insane. 2 mana instant, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature, or so I could say creature token, if you really want to go for that, or sacrifices a planeswalker. Hitting planeswalkers is very, very nice. We got the Fanatic of Veronis. That's going to be nice for our tokens. Detective Phoenix, pretty nice if you can bin it. Just solid 3 mana, 2/2 flying haste, which is not really what you want to be, but you want to bestow this. So it's been okay. Lotus Cobra went with the original. I didn't. So what I'm going to do is now when I'm collecting is obviously go for the old school border foils. 100% that. Then we go for the full bordered, full art foils, even if they're different art, go for that. So Inquisition, I'll need to get something. But if they have like their own border, like I had the Zendikar showcase board. I don't even know the names because there's so many of them. But the Zendikar border one, and I think that just like want to have my cube be kind of like set as one kind of cohesive thing instead of just so many different things happening. So went with the original foil, and it's like really original Zendikar one. So it's going to be either the normal card back, the old school retro, or full art border. Not the ones specifically for the sets, is how I've been trying to collect them now. All right, we got Seasoned Pyromancer, so that's also, yeah. I'm just going to get the full art versions of them now, and this one is so badass, I will say. Gosh, those tigers. Pretty insane, pretty insane. Such a powerful card. I'm sure you've played with it before. Chainsaw, 2 mana, deal 3 to up to 1 target creature. So it's a removal spell, but it's also permanent as an artifact, so that's always just kind of nice. The other stuff's pretty upside, but being an artifact trigger, permanent, something to sacrifice to gut or something. Insidious Fungus is a interesting one. 1 mana, 1/2 fungus. You could pay 2 later on to sacrifice him to either destroy an artifact, destroy an enchantment, or draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. So, pretty decent removal. Piggy Bank, 2 mana, 3/2, dies, create a treasure. So artifacts, and a decent aggro, like slots into different stuff. Overlord of Baelmerk. One that was, I think, underrated the most, but played the best. When it enters or attacks, mill 4, and then return a creature card or planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. So just keeps filling, and now your Nethergoyfs, your Barrogoyfs are getting bigger. Twitching Doll, 2 mana, mana dork, but then you can sacrifice it later on to make a bunch of spiders. Seems pretty decent. Unholy Anik and Ritual Chamber. I was debating about this because the artwork's just so busy, but it is the full art. It's not like set specific, I'm guessing. Like once you dive into it, it's a nice artwork. It's just busy for sure. But this card, another one in the World Championship, insane card. So Unholy Annex is basically Phyrexia Arena for 1 in the black. You can enchantment at the beginning of your end step, you draw a card. Then if you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. And then you can later on for 5 just make a 6/6 flying demon. So very good. Shadowgrange Archfiend's back. Pretty decent if you can madness him for 1 and a black, pay life. You have an 8/4 that hopefully gains you that 8 life back. Fable Lemire Breaker, I got the frame break version of it. Very awesome, very awesome. All right, so the big question is this Mind Collapse readable? Yes, okay. The past couple Mind Collapse I've gotten was the foil did not align up with the the words, so it was impossible to read. This is like my 4th one buying it. I don't know if anybody else has had a problem with Mind Collapse. Let me know down in the comments, because I've had lots of problems with Mind Collapses. Oh, there's the beautiful old border foil Ragavan. Let's go. Let's go. Been wanting this guy for a while. Just beaut. Just a beaut. Pirate Goyf, insane if you played with him. Another Goyf. But it's Flame Tongue Kavu, but he triggers off of other Goyfs. So if you have copy effects too, like clones, copy this, go nuts. 6 has been playing better than like it reads, I guess. It's super good. Got the old school foil, of course. Reach. When it attacks, mill 3 cards, you put a land card from among them into your hand. But as long as it's your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace, and that's what's mostly insane about this card. Retrace is discard a land, and you can play permanent from your graveyard. So it just keeps chaining off and going and going and going. Springheart Nantuku, got the full art version of him. He's the landfall, make a dude, but you can bestow to landfall copy something. Pretty sweet. That artwork is pretty insane. I do like this more than the original art. It just makes more sense. The original art is just busy, I guess. And this is definitely, you understand the artwork more. Harvester of Misery has been in the cube for a bit, but discard him to make a target creature -2/-2. So 2 mana from the hand, kill something, and then probably reanimate him a little bit later. It's the normal play. Tireless Tracker. We got special guests. Landfall, make a clue. And whenever you sacrifice a clue, he gets bigger. Just card draw, artifact, entering. Super good. I'm sure you've played with him before. Trumpeting Carnosaur. Got the foil version of him now. Good in Reanimator. Decent top end. It's all around okay. All right, Robber the Rich. Nice, borderless. The old art, that's what I love the most, is the original art, just so people who've seen these cards before just know what's going on. And it's the beautiful version. Through the Breach. Now this, I was debating this whole entire time, like how I should really go through this. So I went with the borderless foil version of him. And hey, it's got Imrockwell in the art. Like, that should tell you something. Probably Imrockwell is good with this card. Delayed Blast Fireball, borderless. Some matchups, this is just really good. It's a blowout against mono white or something. Deal 2 to each opponent and each creature they control. But if you foretell this or somehow play it other from exile, deals 5. Fiery Confluence, been insane. Choose 3 modes. You can choose the same mode all 3 times. So you can deal 2 damage to each opponent 3 times to hit your opponent for 6. So these cards are kind of like, what's usually the most broken is cards that are made for multiplayer, put into a 1v1 situation, and 5 or 4 mana, deal 6 to the face. It's pretty good. Overlord of the Boil Villages, another one of these avatar horrors, but when he enters or attacks, he deals 4 to any target. So it's basically the replacement of not Primeval Titan, the Red Titan. Wow, I can't remember his name. Except the Red Titan deals 3 split amongs, and that's usually a lot better than dealing 4 somewhere, but this can just go phase, which is always nice. Night's Whisper, wanted to get the old artwork of it. And the original printing. Very nice there. Maybe, oh, I don't know. They need to get an old border version of this card. It just feels like it would fit so nicely. Goblin Crater Maker, got foil of them. Sacrifice it, deal 2, or destroy colorless non-land permanent. That wording is very important because it can hit Eldrazi and just snipe down Eldrazi, which is different. Got a foil Chandra original from, oh, it's not Kaladesh, no. Ovichka, something like that. From Ovichka, we'll say that. Still super powerful, amazing pickup. Gold Span, yes, borderless, original art, love it, love it, love it. Just beautiful. Generous Plunderer, original art, borderless. At the beginning of your upkeep, you create a treasure token. If you do, you give it to your opponent. But then when he attacks, he deals damage equal to the number of artifacts they control. So you give them an artifact and attack with them. Beautiful. Bitter Triumph. Additional cost, discard a card or pay 3 life. So usually discard your Reanimator, but destroys a Planeswalker. Very key. Very awesome. Got the Underworld Breach original art, full art. What was nice is that the Foundation special guest, this happened with a different art, but now I could get the original art, full art borderless. That was nice. Tarmogoyf, again, new art, but I went with the nice shiny borderless version of them. So. Ramunap Excavator, finally got a foil. There is no old border. There is no extended art. So original printing though. Original printing. Sylvan Caryatid, 2 mana, hexproof, always important. Mana Dork. Got a Doomsday. My last Doomsday was from had the little Planeswalker symbol there. That means it was in the mystery boosters or the special guest slot. This time it's the original one. It's actually pretty beautiful. Satyr Wayfinder, original foil. Just a beaut. Always finds his way. 1/1 for 2 mana. Enter the battlefield, mill 4, and then put a land from among them to your hand. And then Baby Anger from the original set. Foil, so harder to get the foils. Love this card. Not so much in Cube. He's alright in Cube. Vintage Cube specifically, but Commander or other places, this card has done me tons of justice. And this Baby Angry Bangby is the best art ever. Period. Thanks, John Avon. Now we will put this into my cube. Let's just kind of see that and go over them. All right, now we got white ready for us. We're going to have our list up of what we're going to follow. And I guess I will point out what is proxies and what is not. Just that was my last time I did this. Someone questioned. That was his number one question was, what is actually proxied and what is not? And just also to document things a bit better. Okay, got our creatures. Everything spread out. Start off with Esper Sentinel, Giver of Runes, Guide of Souls, Mother of Runes. Now Ocelot Pride goes here. I will definitely, I keep telling myself at the end of the year, which is now, we're going to re-sleeve this. So I'm going to have to need to buy new sleeves for the entire thing. Should probably check out Ironguard supplies. Use our code MTG Place to get 15% off your next order. So I forgot to mention that in the beginning. If you're still around, there you go. Thraben Inspector, Usher of the Fallen. Kind of want to get the original now. Like I was saying, like any sort of special border, I kind of want to make that original. So that will be something I'm looking for next purchase, is make Usher of the Fallen a normal version. Cathar Commando, Containment Priest, Jacked Rabbit, Lion Sash, Luminarch Aspirin, Phalia. The Secure Squadron comes up next. Beautiful. Scroll. Stoneforge Mystic. Sunblessed Healer. Thalia. Right? Yep. Okay, I'm here now. Adeline. Blade Splicer. Elite Spellbinder. Enduring Innocence is next. Move that on. Flicker Wisp, Loran, Sanguine Evangelist, Skyclave, Palace Jailer, Sarah Paragon, Witch Enchanter is next. Beautiful. Guardian Scale Lord. Now Solitude. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I need new sleeves. So bad. It's been about a year since we've been playing Cube, and these were the first ones, so. Solitude. Eagles is next. Steel Seraph, Overlord of the Mistborns, Archangel Elspeth, Elspeth Knight Errant, Wandering Emperor, Ephemerate, Path to Exile, gorgeous Path to Exile, let's go. Just a beaut, just a beaut. Swords to Plowshares, Reprieve, Unexpectedly Absent, Oust, Prismatic Ending, Balance, Exercise. Probably flip these sleeves around so I don't keep flipping myself around. Winds of Abandon, Council's Judgment. Oh, now they're just everywhere. Savine's Wreck, Wrath of God, Sunfall, Mox Pearl. This is one of the proxies. Portable Hole, Glimmer Lens, Staff, Pre-War, Sheltered by Ghosts, another proxy. Just really expensive right now as an uncommon. Touch the Spirit Realm. Probably should just go back to the old ones. Normal border, so that's something I want to document myself. Parallax Wave, proud owner of a OG foil. Virtue of Loyalty. And then Leyline Binding. Beautiful, beautiful. That is white, all accounted for. 2 proxies. Blue is next, and I did open up a Foundations pack. Got a Sphinx of the Forgotten Lore, so I'm going to add that to it. Creature, creature, instant, creature, creature, instant. Should be pretty easy. All right, starting with Fairy Mastermind. Jace, Kitsa, Ledger Shredder, Malcolm, Phantasmal Image, Snapcaster Mage coming with old border foil. Innistrad Remastered. Going to be really hyped for that. Thassa's Oracle, Thieving Skydiver, Apparent Oculus, another new proxy, really expensive because of standard, and it sees commander play. Brazen Bower is next. Yeah, this art I'm liking more and more. It's just pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Chrome Host, Forensic Gadgeteer, Hull Breacher, Kiora, The Rising Tide is next. Spellseeker, we got a Judge promo version of him. Pretty sweet. Tricket Mage, Displacer Kitten, Enduring Curiosity. Metamorph, OG Foil, Sphinx of the Forgotten Lord. Like I added this before I opened up a pack, I think. Like I said, I'm going to go with the full arts, even though they're different art, over just a normal. I think so. That's what I've been doing with like Council of Judgment. That's going to be my new mantra, I guess. That is how I will collect. Sphinx, Subtlety, Urza, Kappa. Scroll. Narset, Jace, Ancestral Recall. This one, like I said, power. I'm just going to show you. Collector's Edition, of course. But it is real-ish. Brainstorm. Consider would like to get now the old normal border of it instead of these different ones. So, old, normal, full art. Occult Epiphany. I can't seem to find it. It wasn't at the store I was buying from, so this is a proxy. Spell Pierce. Stern Scolding. Thought Scour. Brain Freeze. Counterspell. Daze. Original Foil. Awesome. Flash. Mana Drain. Saw Mark at Magic Con. Got it signed. That was nice. Mana Leak, Memory Lapse, Miscalc. Would love to get a foil of this. That's one of my next purchases. Definitely want to get a foil of that. Remand, Brain Surge is next. Force of Negation, Frantic Search. I want to get the original printing at my LGS. I actually saw it, and I just didn't pick it up at that time, but I'll need to go and pick that up. Sink into Stupor, another proxy, a new one. Probably just, I have this somewhere in my bulk, but if you see my bulk, it's will take some time. Cryptic Command, Fact or Fiction. Beautiful, beautiful. Force of Will, the only way to get foil. I would like the original art of Therese Nielsen, but I want foil for my for my cube. Gush, Mystic Confluence, Dig Through Time, Gitaxian Probe. Ponder foil would be insane. It's expensive. Preordain. Time Walk is proxy. Show and Tell. They don't get me this artwork either in foil, or I don't even think there's an old school border foil of it. Time Twister, one of my first heavy duty purchases, collector's edition. So all my real power are going to be collector's edition. Tinker, or Revealed. Time Warp. This in foil would be sick too, but they don't have it. Echo Vions, Time Spiral, Upheaval, Treasure Cruise, Mox Sapphire, another collector's edition. Aether Spellbomb, Cryptic Coat, Prophetic's Edict Memory. Would not like the stamp. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of stamp. Get it's from the pre-release. But if I personally wasn't there, then it's not huge value to me. I am missing out on They Came from the Pipes. I will need to make proxy of that. Hold up. And then we missed Mystical Tutor. Let's scroll back up for Mystical Tutor. It was before Occult Epiphany. Got distracted. I would love the original art too, which I own plenty of because I played Commander before any of this, but it doesn't come in foil. All right. Blue done. Missing one. We're on to black now. Black, we have sorcery, instant, sorcery, creature, creature, enchantment, creature, instant, sorcery. Creature, 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 creature. I don't know where to count you. You'll be up there. All right. Curtains, sleeper, nethergoyf. Blade of Uni is a creature. That makes sense. He is a creature. Start off with. And you reconfigure. It's like Lion Sash. You probably played with Lion Sash. Bronco next. All right, just big 3 in a row. We got Bob, Dothy Voidwalker, Bat, Emperor Bones, Marionette Apprentice, Bowmaster, Hex Mage, Barrogoyf. Did not remove you. That was proxy. Now full art. Beautiful. Preacher, Unstoppable Slasher. Bam. Bam. And then Archfiend of Dross. Bam. Bam. Nope. Didn't want to get the full art of this because, like I said, those like special treatments are like per set. That one looked just a little too crazy from a Magic card. I appreciate it, but it's like I want things to be, you know, the same. Grief, Shieldred, Harvester of Misery. I also at MagicCon got the Shriekmaw signed. Steve was a good guy. Harvester, Overlord. Crab, Grave Titan, Metamorphosis, Fanatic, Troll, Shadow Grange, Archfiend. Beautiful. Archon, Gristlebrand. This, they haven't revealed it, but old school border foil. I am ready for it for Innistrad Remastered. Like, come on, right? It's got to be in there. Valgavoth. Lily is even being old bordered. I'm really hyped for that because I have all the old border planeswalkers and my play group absolutely despises them because it is a wall of text. Like, it's a lot to read. And if you don't know the cards, which like I know the cards, but it's a lot. But this Lily, it's clean. It's got 2 sentences, and then the abilities, like it looks really nice. So they really honed in on how to make an old border foil planeswalker. So I'm really hyped for that, and my play group is actually fine with it, I guess to say. Cut Down, Dark Writ, Entomb, Fatal Push, Reign of Filth, Vampiric Tutor, Bitter Triumph. Cabal Ritual, Shallow Grave, Shieldred's Edict. Yeah, this was one of them that I had in that special black frame, but I had to downgrade to a normal foil copy, but it looks better in the cube. Corpse Dance, Dismember, Baleful Mastery. I guess we'll say the Dismember will always haunt me. Years and years ago, when Time Spiral came out, Time Spiral Remastered, me and my buddies took a vacation to Chicago, and we did a little booster draft. And I opened up a pack with old school bordered foil Dismember, but also an Achroma's Memorial. I picked the Chroma's Memorial because we were playing Commander more, and I put that in every Commander deck I've ever owned because it's just that fun. Turns out later on when you play, you don't really play Chroma's Memorial as much anymore, and I would really like this old school Dismember, and my buddy still has it, and he won't trade me. So this will always haunt me. Baleful Mastery, Snuff Out, Bone Shards, one of my favorite. I opened up in a pack. Why I won't upgrade is because it is crimped. This was the extra card in my pack. There we go. That's a beautiful. So it has the crimp line of the pack. I personally opened it, so you're never going to get upgraded to foil. It's just fun. The rest, Imperial Seal, would like to get the old school version of it, but that's still really expensive. Inquisition is next. Mind Twist, Reanimate, Thoughtseize, foil will be really expensive. Unearth, foil would be sick. Collective, Demonic Tutor, Exhume, Him, Night's Whisper, and remove it. So we upgrade from the Vraska to the original artwork. Just beautiful. Hard card to find, actually. I don't know why, but Night's Whisper. A lot of times I've been just looking for one for my deck, and I can never find one. It's always just the elusive card you're trying to deck build, and you're like, where's my Night's Whisper? I probably need one. Doomsday is next. Like I said, upgraded to the original copy, then the mystery boosters. Toxic Deluge, Yawgmoth's Will, Tendrils, Moxjet, show again, Collectors. Ooh. This is my final Mox I own. The International Edition. That's me a little... That's a thing. That's a thing. Okay. Wishclaw Talisman, Bolas the Citadel, Animate Dead, Necromancy, Recurring Nightmare. Virtue is a proxy. Just another one of those expensive things. Unholy Annex, Ritual Chamber. As I say expensive, it's all relative. All relative. As I showed the Mox. Alright. Now we're on to red. Creature, enchantment. Creature. Planeswalker. Creature. Sorcery. Instant. Creature. Instant. Enchantment. Creature. Artifact. Creature. Whew. Got a lot of red cards. All right. DRC. Lava Man. Kellen. Reggie is next. Reggie. Voldaren Epicure. FOMO. Plunderer. There you are. Wonder. Crater Maker. Ooh. Crater Maker. Inti, Karizev, Magda, Piggy Bonk, Razorkin Needlehead, Robber, Mutt, that's Scroll, Bone Crusher, Broadside, Death Greeters, Detectives, Phoenix, Rabble Master, Gut, Lelia, Screaming Nemesis is a proxy. After the World Championship, people realized that Mono Red guy who got in the top 8, that's a pretty good card. Season Pyro is next. And then Anger. Headliner Scarlet as I drop cards. All right, Scarlet, Pyrogoyf is next. Fury, Goldspan, I spec'd on this card a long time ago when first previewed. I really liked it. I was going to build Galiseth, Prismari guy. So I picked up, thought this card was really cool. It's kind of underhyped. Got him for a good price, and then it later spiked up really hard. My buddy was building Corvold, commander deck. Needed this, so I traded him away, and then started building this cube later on. I was like, wow, Goldspan is in every iteration. Really wanted it back, so finally got mine back. Guy in Corvold does not want to trade it away because this is quintessential in Corvold. Oliphant, Overlord, Trumpeting Carnosaur, Chandra. Most of these are just upgrading from normal copy to foil, hence why I've bought them. Scroll, Burst Lightning, Galvanic Blast, Galvanic Discharge, Lightning Bolt, Tar Fire, Unholy Heat, Abrade, Delayed Blast, Fireball. Always, when I first saw this card, could never get the name right. Finally getting it right. Seething Song, Mind Collapse, finally. I was worried I didn't get a good one, so I kept this non-foil. But we got a good one, finally. 4th time is the charm. Through the Breach. Fire Blast. Pyrokinesis, Chain Lightning, Faithless Looting, Fire Bolt, Flame Slash, Tribal Flames. Wheel of Fortune, Fiery Confluence. Mox Ruby is a proxy. Ishra's Research Desk, Chainsaw. Legion Extruder, Kumano, Goblin Bombardment, Breach, Fable, Sneak Attack, and we're missing Spiked Corridor. I missed it somehow again. That's all right. This is why we always double check before shuffling up cube. Building a cube, managing cube is hard. The final color, green. Creature. I would not expect anything else from green. Okay. Bob, delighted halfling. Mystic. Reclaimer. Findhorn. Drinker. Fungi. Llanowar, Sylvan Safekeeper. Bill is a proxy. Need to get a real one. Fanatic. We got the... Go with them. Keen-Eyed Curator. Lotus Cobras. Next. Brawler, Outland Liberator, Satyr, Wayfinder. Always finds his way. Sure does. And Satyr Wayfinder. Oh, we got a lot of new cards. Springheart, Nantuku. Sylvan Garrieted. Tarmogoyf. Twitching Doll. Endurance. Ewit. Ramunap. Sentinel. 6. Tireless Tracker. And then that's all of my new cards I got for today's mail day. We're just going to keep going through the rest of it just to make sure it's all there, I guess. And if you're interested, Earth Sign, Monstrosity, Guardian, Questing Beast, Oddity, Worm, Overlord is a proxy. Titania. Generous Ent. Volborn Tyrant is a proxy. Woodfull Primus. Worldspine Worm. Nissa, look at that. This is why they're pissed. Can you read that? Okay, good. Glad you got it all. Nissa, I'm still indifferent about this version. It's the most expensive, the rarest version, but it's just hard to read. Again. And it's just different. So I should probably just change it. Crop Rot, Once Upon a Time. Stamped, not too big of a fan. Need to get an unstamped version, but would love to get the white border version from Mystery Booster too. That would be so sick, actually. Force. Green Suns. Pest. The Algavott's Onslaught is a proxy. Channel. Rumble. Eureka is a proxy. Natural Order. Mox Emerald is a proxy. Chariot. Exploration. Fastbond. Druids. Survival. Sylvan Library. Up the Beanstalk is a proxy. Walk-in Closet. Again, with the full art, it's just a little busy, but it's fine. We're going. No More Lies, Talisman, Teferi. It's just a block. Just a block. Shiroki, Fractured Identity, Teferi, Strix, Psychic Frog, Talisman, Kaito would like to just get original. Master of Death, Kaito is a proxy. Harvester, Valky would like to get an original. Carnage Interpreter is a proxy. Fire Covenant, Kolgan's Command, Lumberjack. Opened this guy up in a pack at actually MagicCon. I did a old Cold Snap draft, but they had Ice Age, Cold Snap, and Alliances. I opened up one of each, and this was my pack one, pick one. Actually, we started out with Ice Age, and I did pretty terrible. Got destroyed by a Stormcrow, actually. Territorial Kavu, Renin 6, Minsk and Boo, Bloodbrave Challenger, Vitali, Pilgrim, Pride Mage, Arwen, Knight, Torsten, Dam, Sorin, Sculler. Got that sign, which is nice. Lingering Souls. Luris, Vindicate. Expressive Iteration, Talisman, Third Path, Dak Vaden, Text, Sahili, Fire and Ice, Foil, Death Ray Shaman, want to get Old Border, Terra Sunder, Red of Reliquary, Witherbloom, Grist, Life Death, Alpha, Deathclaw, Hogak. I'm missing Hogak? I'm missing Hogak. Not a big fan of Hogak in the cube. It's always usually the last one to be picked, but it's fine. This is a proxy version. Figure, Ajani, Fourth Aerlingus, Talisman, Flage, Zerda, Athari, Tamio, Talisman, Nadu is a proxy, Oko, Uro, Tamio, Bring to Light, Koma, Noble, Foundry, Relic of Sauron is a proxy, Ignoble, Satya, Omnath, want to get just the normal border. I made him as a commander deck, and it was just a little too powerful, I guess. Atraxa, Ballista, Revoker, Battle Ball, Blightsteel, Imrakul, Scion is a proxy, Triplicate Titan, Ulamog, Garn, Black Lotus is a proxy, Chrome Mox, Chalice, LED, Lotus Petal, Mana Crypt, Mishra's Bauble, Mox Diamond, Mox Opal, Just Spiked, Urza's Bauble, unbanned in Modern, Zeron Orb, Chromatic Star, want to get the original art, foil of that. Currency Converter is a proxy. Expedition Map is a proxy. Ghost Vacuum. Lava Spur Boots, Mana Vault, got that sign. Manifold Key, Retrofitter Foundry, Judge Foil, Old School Border, Beautiful, Sense's Divining Top, Shadow Spear, kind of want to revert this back to its original form. The knife's cool, Lord of the Rings is awesome, but consistency. Skull Clamp, Soul Ring, Soul Guide Lantern, Agasa's Soul Cauldron, Grim Monolith, Lightning Greaves, Mind Stone, Prism, Reckoner, Bankbuster is a proxy, Copter, Sword of the Meek, Jite, Monolith, Relic, Nettlecyst, Palantir is a proxy. The One Ring, Batterskull, Memory Jar, Mightstone, Meekstone, Coveted Jewel, Nexus of Becoming is a proxy. Culture Complete. Portal to Phyrexia. Celestial Colonnade. Hollowed Fountain. Malicious Archive. Secret Coast. Tundra. Creeping Tar Pit. Dexlick Shores. Undercity Sewers. Underground Sea. Watery Grave. Badlands. Blackleaf Cliffs. Bladesmire Verge. Blood Crypt. Rakdos Theater. Commercial District. Copperline Gorge. Stomping Ground. Taiga. Thornspine Verge. Horizon Canopy. Lush Particle is a proxy. Razor Verge Thicket. Savannah. Temple Garden. Concealed Courtyard. Godless Shrine. Scrubland. Almost to the end. Careful. Okay. Scroll. Shadowy Backstreet is a proxy. Silent Clearing. Fiery Islet. Spire Bluff Canal. Steam Vents. Thundering Falls. Volcanic Island. Bayou. Blooming Marsh. Nurturing Peatland. Overgrown Tomb. Ground Mortuary. Elegant Parlor. Vantage. Plateau. Sacred Foundry. Sunbaked Canyon. Botanical Sanctum. Breeding Pool. Hedge Mace is a proxy. Tropical Island. Waterlog Grove. Sparras. Raffines. Xanders. Zatoras. Jetmirs. Savi. Ketra. Indatha. Ragran. Zagoth. Tomb. Arena of Glory is a proxy. Arid Mesa. Bazaar Baghdad is a proxy. Bloodstained Mire. Beseju. City of Traders. Dark Depths. Fabled Passage. Flooded Strand. So I think my last fetch land that's not old school bordered from Modern Horizons 3. Gaia's Cradle. Caracas. Library. Got it signed and doodled on. Marsh Flats. Mishra's Workshop is a proxy. Misty Rainforest. Mutavault. Otawara. Polluted Delta is not foil, but it is old border. Prismatic Vista. Scalding Tarn. Sheldock. Got that signed. Shifting Wordlands is a proxy. Strip Mine. Talon Gates. Thespian Stage. Tolarian Academy. Urborg. Urza Saga. Kind of want to get the white border. That would be pretty sick. Verdant Catacombs. Wasteland. Windswept Heath. Wooded Foothills. And Yavi Maya. That is mail day and looking through the cube again. Always fun. Always nice. Hope to play this iteration, and you'll guys see that live here soon. Probably in January. I mean, for sure in January. Holidays coming up. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed these little episodes. Let me know if you do. If you want me to like open up product, I got tons of product too. We got foundations. We got, whatever you want. Let me know if that's interesting to you. Thanks for watching. Peace.